She thought 17 hidden 4K cameras pointed at my bedroom, my bathroom, my 6-year-old daughter's swing set would finally give her the proof she needed to kick me out of the neighborhood. Instead, I gave her her entire HOA board, the local news helicopters, and 3 million live viewers, the most expensive nightmare of her life. 3 months ago, I closed on my dream house in Desert Palms Estates, Scottsdale, Arizona. 5 bedrooms, infinity pool, mountain views, the whole flex. The day the moving truck pulled out, this woman appears in my driveway like a horror movie jump scare. Clipboard in one hand, iced Starbucks in the other, fake Chanel sunglasses the size of dinner plates. "Welcome to the community," she says, smiling like a shark. "I'm Karen McAllister, HOA president. We have standards here." She hands me a 187-page rulebook thicker than the Bible. Day 2, she fines me $50 because one trash can lid was open 3 inches. Day 5, she writes me up because my garage door stayed open 27 minutes while I unloaded groceries. Week 3, she claims my dog barked twice after 9 p.m. and slaps me with a $200 noise violation. I started calling her the fine fairy. Then things got creepy. I'm out walking the dog at 2 a.m. and notice tiny red lights blinking in the trees across the street. Next morning, there's a new decorative rock in my front planter that definitely wasn't there yesterday. My bedroom motion light keeps triggering, but nothing's outside. So I do what any sane person does. I order a cheap RF detector off Amazon. $39, next day delivery. The second I turn it on in my backyard, it sounds like a Geiger counter in Chernobyl. Beep, 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 beep. 17 separate signals. 17 hidden wireless cameras, all 4K, all motion activated, all pointed at my windows, my pool, my kids' rooms, even the damn shower skylight. I almost threw up on my own lawn. I log into the app using the default password every moron uses, and boom, live grid view, 17 perfect angles of my house, timestamped, cloud stored, everything. The username, Desert Palms HOA. The password, Karen Rules 2024. This woman literally used her own name as the password. I sat there in the dark, staring at night vision footage of my daughter brushing her teeth, and felt something inside me snap like a glow stick. I called the cops. Non-emergency officer rolls up, takes one look at the feeds, scratches his head and says, "Yeah, that's super illegal, but it's a civil matter, buddy. You gotta sue her." Then he left. Cool. Real cool. Most people would hire a lawyer and spend 2 years in court. I'm not most people. I own a nightlife promotion company. I throw pool parties for rappers and OnlyFans girls for a living. And I just got handed the greatest marketing stunt in human history. First thing Monday morning, I drove downtown and filed paperwork to rezone my residential property as a commercial entertainment venue. Arizona law says if the house is over an acre, you can do it with a $200 permit and a smile. Done. Next, I registered an LLC called Desert Palms After Dark, adults only. Then I called every dancer, model, fire performer, DJ, and bartender I've ever worked with and said, "Clear your schedules for the next month, we're doing something insane." Friday night, 8 p.m., I flipped the switch. My entire 2-acre backyard turned into the surface of the sun. 100,000 watts of LED walls, 3 separate stages, 2 foam machines, a 40-foot inflatable stripper pole, fire breathers on the roof, go-go dancers in the windows, bass so loud you could feel it in your teeth 3 streets away. I rented every moving head light in the state. I had a guy on a cherry picker shooting fireworks off my chimney every 20 minutes. And right in the middle of the main stage, I mounted a 65-inch monitor streaming all 17 of Karen's own camera feeds in glorious 4K with a big red arrow pointing at her house that read live footage courtesy of Karen McAllister. Say hi to the 3 million people watching you right now. Within 30 minutes, we had 80,000 concurrent viewers on the live stream. Within 2 hours, we broke 2 million. Chat was pure chaos. People donating thousands just to make me do stupider stuff. Someone paid $5,000 to have a dancer write "Karen is watching" in body paint across her chest. Someone else dropped $10,000 for a fire performer to spell "pervert" in flames on my driveway facing her house. Karen lost her mind. She called the cops 17 times in the first hour. Every single unit that showed up just stood at the gate with their mouths open because technically I had commercial zoning, all permits in order, private security, wristbands, the whole deal. One cop actually asked for a selfie with the dancers. By midnight, half the neighborhood was in my yard partying. The other half was live streaming from their balconies. Property values were doing things real estate agents have nightmares about. Some dude in a Lamborghini showed up with a pet tiger on a leash. I didn't even ask questions, I just pointed at the foam pit. Saturday morning. Karen tried the nuclear option, she called the news. Every local station sent helicopters. Perfect. I had a drone guy ready. We flew up with a massive banner that read, Karen's 17 secret cams now streaming 24/7 at desertpalmsafterdark.com, and parked it right in the flight path. By noon we were trending #1 worldwide. Sponsors started calling. Energy drink companies, condom brands, even a lawyer who offered to sue Karen for free if I let him put his logo on the main stage. Karen tried to physically storm my property around 3 p.m., wearing the same khaki shorts and visor she wears, to terrorize people about lawn height. My security guy, 6'8", 300 pounds, politely picked her up by the backpack like a toddler and set her back on the sidewalk, while the crowd chanted, "One of us! One of us!" She tried to hit him with her clipboard. He didn't even flinch.
Live stream, 10 million unique viewers.
OnlyFans girls were flying themselves in from Miami and LA, just walking through the gate like it was Coachella. I had a married couple in their 70s show up completely naked, except for body paint that said, "We sold our house to move closer." I gave them VIP wristbands and a bottle of champagne. Monday morning, the HOA emergency meeting was standing room only. Karen tried to call the meeting to order, and someone blasted air horns. Another guy stood up and announced he was converting his garage into a swingers club. Half the room cheered. Karen's face turned the color of a stop sign. Someone threw a thong at her head. It had property of camera 9 written on it. Tuesday, the lawsuits started flying. Karen sued me. I countersued for invasion of privacy, stalking, child endangerment, the whole buffet. My lawyer, the same guy with the logo on the stage, told the judge, "Your Honor, my client simply provided the defendant the exact content she was so desperate to record." Judge almost choked, trying not to laugh. Wednesday, the cameras mysteriously disappeared overnight. All 17 of them. I still have the hard drives though. Every terabyte. Time-stamped, cloud-backed, and now mirrored on 5 different servers across 3 continents. Thursday, the for sale sign went up in Karen's yard. Population, moving truck. Rumor has it she's moving to a 55-plus community in Florida with even stricter rules. Good luck with that. Friday, I threw the biggest closing party you've ever seen. We had a marching band, a hot air balloon tethered in the backyard, dropping condoms like confetti, and a surprise musical guest that I'm legally not allowed to name but rhymes with schmost. The live stream peaked at 21 million concurrent viewers. We raised $487,000 for a children's hospital and still turned a 7-figure profit. And the best part? Every single person who bought a ticket signed a release. Every dancer, every performer, every naked grandpa with the American flag thong, all on record saying they were there willingly. Karen's footage, completely unusable in court. Mine, already monetized 6 different ways. So here's to Karen McAllister, the woman who spent thousands of dollars on spy cameras to prove I was the problem, only to accidentally fund the biggest adult venue launch in Arizona history and turn her perfect little gated community into ground zero for the most legendary revenge story the internet has ever seen. If you're watching this, Karen, I left a gift basket on your new doorstep in Florida. It's got a Ring doorbell camera, a copy of the HOA rulebook with your picture on the cover, and a USB drive labeled Best of Camera to 9. Enjoy retirement. Smash the like button if you think Karen deserved every second of this. Subscribe because next month we're doing HOA Karen versus a full-scale Renaissance fair with real jousting in my front yard. And if you're in a nosy neighborhood right now, drop your craziest HOA story in the comments. The best one gets free VIP passes for life. Peace out, legends. Stay savvy.